迫る初夏地獄の軍団我らを狙う黒い影世界の平和を守るため Go Go Let's Go 輝くマシン
Hi everybody, I'm here with Chris, Jean-Luc, Don, and Kyoto. We're gonna go see Shin Kamen Rider and document our reaction, spoiler free, I think. But first, let's go see what the movie theater has, you know, shit we can buy. Is that the right word? Yes, shit we can buy.
Kamen Rider, Rider, Rider.
So, Jean-Luc is the biggest Kamen Rider fan, I think.
It's me.
Don, I don't think has seen much of Kamen Rider.
Nope.
Chris is familiar, but I don't think he really watched it either. Oh, you've seen like what, Double and Black? I think that's about it.
I've only seen V1, V3.
But yeah, let's see what we got over here for sale. Oh, look at this pen. That's pretty cool. And look, it spins.
I prefer this pen.
Yeah, this is way better. Let us know in the comments what you prefer.
Oh no. No acrylic stands.
No, but I like this pen. I really do.
I said so already.
I'm gonna buy this. Jean-Luc said this was better, but he's stupid.
Much better.
This is right. Isn't that better? What's your vote, Don? The henshin belt that spins or the little
Henshin
figure?
belt.
Henshin belt.
Yeah.
Because it's
my
detachable,
God.
I can tell.
No. You're just saying that to sway the audience.
No, I'm pretty sure it spins. It's a separate piece.
It spins in your heart regardless.
I bet it's
stupid.
Well, for 1,700 yen, it better spin. We'll see about it. And that's, check this out. Come over here, look at this. This is kind of like the big draw here. The Cyclone Bike cup holder.
Oh?
5,800 yen.
Do they still make you pay for the drink after?
I think it might come with the drink, but you know, it's only for this movie. I might do it. I'm gonna get this. Anything you like? Hey, they got the little coins too. The medals.
I never got a medal from.
Shin Ultraman?
Yeah.
Oh. You got these little ugly things.
You getting?
The bucket. All right. We got our tickets. How much are those? 800 yen. You want to get one of those? Right. Get one of these. Here's the merchandise loot that we have selected.
And it's spinning.
It spins. It says that? Hey, look. Kyoto just said it spins.
See? What? Like he can read? I told you. I told you it spins.
You're right. You were wrong.
I was gonna get the hot.
Yeah, so can you get the Cyclone? Arigatou. I think pretty cool.
We're okay. A studio.
2-1 a studio. Each. That's all. Man, that makes sense. What
That's horrible. Yeah.
Are you excited? Do you expect this to be like the best movie you've ever seen?
No. That goes to Kung Pao.
Oh, it's starting now.
First, a joke. What do you get when you cross an owl with a bungee cord? My ass.
Hi. Alright, we just saw the movie. It is now 8 o'clock. So it's like what, a little over 2 hours?
Yeah.
Just 2 hours, including the credits. So before I give my opinion, I want to preface to say I am a Kamen Rider fan, and that's partially thanks to this gentleman right here. But I am primarily a Kamen Rider Black fan. And while I enjoyed Kamen Rider Black Sun, I had some problems with it. And I have some things I want to say about this movie, but overall I enjoyed it. But I want to hear what you guys say before I give my final thoughts. So how about we ask the Kamen Rider fanboy over here?
Is this spoiler free?
Actually, let's keep it spoiler free. Light spoilers are okay, and then we can maybe get into some spoilers. Okay.
I'll just say, the very beginning of the movie, they let you know what kind of movie it's going to be, and I enjoyed that. I share Jeremy's sentiment. I enjoyed the movie, although I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know what they're saying half the time. But you can infer.
That's another major point that I didn't really mention. This movie is dialogue heavy, and unlike Shin Ultraman, where it was a lot of just kind of cut and paste action, this movie has a lot of dialogue. So even though my listening skills are okay, I was lost a lot of the time. I want to see what Don thinks, because I want to see how much he actually picked up, because he speaks a lot better than we do. But any other thoughts other than that?
I'm going to see it. It's good.
Without subtitles, it'll be hard for us to judge, I think, completely. All right, so here's the probably no exposure to Kamen Rider.
Yeah, very little. Like from what I got from the Japanese and talking to John Luke, like it seems to be based loosely, if not completely, on like early Kamen Rider stuff, like
Right.
original, like OG.
Right.
Yeah, it's super dialogue heavy. So if you go in without subtitles, without understanding Japanese, it's it's got a slightly more serious than Shin Ultraman vibe, but similar kind of like some of the combat's a bit wacky and crazy. I absolutely loved it. And shout out for anyone that was still rocking an '89 Accord, like you were represented well.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. First 5 minutes into the movie, but I've got a little bit of exposure to Black, and I'd agree. I like Black, especially the stuff on Amazon Prime now. It's dark and bloody. I feel like that. It's definitely a goer.
This movie was graphic. Don't go into it thinking you're watching a Heisei or a Reiwa rider. This is graphic.
All right, so Chris, you're a big old school tokusatsu guy. You're not a super hardcore Kamen Rider fan or anything.
The only ones I watch is the first and I guess the third. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was same thing. I understood, I don't know, half, but when the main person started talking, the girl,
Yeah.
she talked a lot. So
She did talk a lot.
it was going right over my head.
Also, they're in the mask when they speak half the time, and they don't.
Yeah.
They're very muffled.
That was one point that bugged me.
Really?
I think they thought that was cool and retro.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Let me explain. Yeah, they don't like mic them up or overdub them when they speak through the mask. They leave their through the mask, as you would hear it outside of the mask in the audio.
Because that was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I was alright with it. I was fine with it.
Yeah, I didn't mind. I still think they ADR'd it. It's
Yeah,
ADR'd, but
the ADR, they are it like this.
with a filter put on it over it, because it
Mandalorian or
was
something.
clear.
I want a trebly
I could-
voice or something.
I could pick it up. I
Yeah.
could pick it up a good bit of it.
So
But, yeah.
back to you regarding the dialogue. I know there's probably a lot of weird, wacky things you were talking about.
Yeah.
How much did you understand of what was being said compared to how much was kind of difficult to understand?
Probably I got between 60 and 80% just pretty easily.
Yeah.
And then a good 20% as I went along, I
Yeah.
picked up from context, they started talking about the planners and all that, and it's basically
Yeah.
the people, it's the organizers behind them, the guys that set everything up, and
Right.
and there's a perversion of that. But yeah, I got enough to figure out the story.
Right.
Yeah. You got the
That was Yeah, it's very different, I would say. Instead of going the traditional hero-villain thing, they kind of went, good guys are trying to make the world a better place, and oh, gee, it didn't quite work out, and now we've become the villains, and we have to be our own heroes, and that's
Right.
so. It was enjoyable. It was off from the old stuff.
All right. So, my personal thoughts. Let me get us all in here. My personal thoughts. Yeah, I basically agree with what they were saying, but we're all going to shift around. Yeah, without subtitles, it's really hard to give it a proper like exact, score or feeling specifically. So I'll reserve complete judgment until I see it with all the context added with subtitles. But yeah, I have some reservations about some of the special effects and shots, like the bat dude who's in the trailer, the bat guy. God, he annoyed the shit out of me. That guy.
Straight out of
The bat guy.
That was
Oh man, I was glad when he. All right, so real quick before we jump into just spoiler stuff, Lyoto, you've watched some of Kamen Rider Black with Daddy. What did you think of this movie?
I don't know.
You don't know? Did you like it, or not so much, or what?
I don't know.
Well, he was looking at the merchandise section for the second time after the movie was over, so maybe that's a good sign. All right, so
By the way, how much were those medals?
the medals,
Yeah.
I think they were 800 yen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so spoilers. Spoilers.
Spoilers, everyone dies.
Almost.
Seriously, I couldn't believe it.
Everyone dies. Is it canon that people turn into bubbles?
Yeah, like they turn in kind of like a foamy stuff.
I didn't
That's
know,
straight
like,
out of the
I was
show.
Like, I was like, there's got to be something with this, and I'm just like
That whole like that first battle where Ichigo, they don't really refer to him as Ichigo at all.
No.
Well, they do refer to
call
the other
him-
one as Nigo.
Yeah.
Or he calls himself Nigo.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Hongo, that first like battle with him, the spider guy, and all the chakra guys. That's straight out of the like first episode. Yeah. So it's like a almost scene for scene recreation of that whole battle. But one big change, as we kind of touched on before, is it is very gory. At least like splattery, bloody.
Throwing buckets. Like it's
he
just a cut to a
he was quite shocked because of the shockers exploding faces and bodies.
In the first like 5 minutes.
Yeah, in the first 5 minutes, that was kind of crazy. But yeah, it was cool. Like I said before, that was a cool little touch. I like how they did the shocker. I like how they did all the people with their little like helmets. Like the bat guy was the only one that kind of annoyed me, and that's the only one they kind of went full kaijin with.
Yeah.
But other than
I was
that,
glad they did that though.
Yeah.
Just as a
right.
nod.
I like how they pulled off the bat dude in Black Sun and better. Yeah, but
This one, like I was telling him, like it looked like a Tim and Eric sketch. Like they just put the guy in like Adobe Photoshop and just kind of stretched him. It was pretty cheesy.
I need
Yeah.
a figure of the Shocker ladies.
the shocker ladies,
Yes.
yeah. I was gonna say the action scenes, like the rider kick and all that shit. That was done really well.
Yeah.
And it was really stylized and cool and had a lot of impact to it. And they kept like the jumping, flipping, showing that like multiple times, like from the
Catch
episode.
them jumping and they're like on the move now.
But then he would like be halfway in the sky, like falling like
All that
full
was
force.
really good.
Yeah. The only gripe I had with the battles, I really liked the battle with Kamen Rider and the Wasp girl. It was like it kind of turned into animation. It looked kind of weird at first, but then I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
But the final battle where he's fighting the
other-
Kamen Rider Shocker character, like the yellow scarves, that was like way too dark. You could barely see what was kind of happening.
Yeah, but man,
So I like the eyes.
light up eyes.
Yeah, the light up.
In the
I mean, it was
tunnel?
all for the light up
In the
eyes.
tunnel, because the second Kamen Rider, or original Kamen Rider, I guess.
Yeah.
Not Sheen, but his eyes were red, and then all the guys who were fighting were red. So
Yeah,
sometimes he
it was
would
hard
be
to
fighting
tell.
them, and I'm like,
They made all the
Hey,
rest of them
somebody
like all black.
Yeah.
And when they, oh by the way,
but
when they
it's moving so fast that you just
Right.
see two pairs of red eyes bouncing around.
going back to like the beginning of the movie, because they don't really go into the backstory. Like they don't like properly set it up and show you all that. They kind of do it in flashbacks, but they're really quick. But one scene is when Hongo takes off his glove and you see he's got like the grasshopper mutant hand, which is it looks really cool. And then when he takes his mask off, and I was wondering if they were gonna do like the full like grasshopper mutant face like they did in Black Sun, but they do kind of like his face is kind of split open in some parts, and it's fine, I guess. But I was kind of hoping they would have done full mutant prosthetic makeup. That would have been cool too. But they didn't do the actual like henshin. Like
No one said Henshin except the villain at the end.
no, Nigo said henshin.
Yeah, but he was the
when
villain.
he was introduced.
But he was the villain.
Right.
But you're right though. He was the villain.
Yeah,
Okay.
but there's no
So
full-on
only the villains
henshin.
said-
Like they strike the poses, but they don't say
Oh
henshin.
my god, it's so cool when they strike the poses at the final fight.
Yeah.
They make all the like classic sound
Right.
effects too.
But it makes sense now why Kamen Rider has the big black coat on, because that's how he looks. Like that's how he like disguises himself. He just covers his body with his black coat because he never takes off the suit. It's not like it appears out of his regular attire like the regular riders do. And the masks aren't like they aren't like nano machines inside of his body. It's an actual like bike helmet that goes on and then like attaches to his face, which is,
I like
is
how
cool.
how the helmet's a normal helmet.
Right.
And when it does the thing,
Right.
it changes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You're not gonna walk up on some motorcycle and be like, "That looks like a Kamen Rider's helmet there." No, I'm just gonna hang out.
I could just read the back of it.
Oh, that's true. No, that stuff goes. That tucks away.
Any other specific things you want to talk about?
Specific. Now that shout out to 89 Accord. I thought that was absolutely
so
the funniest thing. Yeah, part of the
Shout out to his broken legs.
Oh.
yeah. That was
I mean, all they had to do is like just not put his boot on and turn it backwards, and
Yeah,
flip.
I don't know
It
how
was
they
so
did, like some,
effective.
yeah.
It just looked twisted. That was good. We'll all remember stuff to say after the video is over.
Yeah, I think this is initial reactions. You know, we don't want to go too we don't want to lay out the story for you guys.
I don't watch movies, and I'll watch this again with subtitles.
The most important question: was this movie better than Kung Pao?
No. Absolutely not.
Tiger. Tiger. Bird. Birdie. Birdie.
ライダージャンプライダーキック仮面ライダー仮面ライダーライダーライダー